What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 7, episode 13. Cowgirls Gone Wild. Bitch, we pick up what we left. Let me just say this. Tiara, you need your ass beat, okay? I don't understand what reason you was put on this show. I look at Rock's reviews and stuff like that. If y'all don't watch her, please go out there and watch It's Rock. She has the bomb reviews if you ask me. If I don't look at nobody else shit, I always make sure to catch her shit. Because she catch a lot of shit and she got a lot of explanation for some stuff that I probably wouldn't have thought of. And she was basically saying maybe she was on the show because they thought that scrap storyline was gonna pan out and it really didn't. But either fucking way, bitch. She needs to get her ass beat, okay? She needs to get her ass beat for starting all this stuff. Like, girl, you have no fucking storyline. What's the purpose of you? Why are you so invested in Jasmine and her shit? Like, I understand. Yeah, Kurt fucked up. Jasmine fucked up. You wanted to make it right. There is no making this right. You would never be best friends or besties or cordial enough with Rashida. She too fucking hurt in this whole thing with all this shit going on. Yes, Kurt's supposed to be up in his son's life. That's fucked up that he's not. Okay, get on his ass. Rashida ain't finna do shit about that because Rashida, to be quite frank, I believe that she really don't give a fuck. Okay, because that ain't her child. At least her kids is getting taken care of. That's the kind of attitude that she giving off. But hey, I could be wrong. But my whole thing is, what did you accomplish? Okay, you sitting there, just Brittany come up in the room. I didn't know these girls, Jasmine, like that. But see, I went and got to know her a little bit. And because the whole thing, I seen Tiara come in and bitch, I left the fuck back out. After Erica was doing all that bullshit, doing my shit while I was on the fucking stage. So I didn't get to see all the confrontation. Okay, fine girl, you ain't missed nothing. She was like, she Team Jasmine. She don't give a fuck what nobody said about it. I said, let me tell you something, Brittany. Nobody asks, nobody cares. We don't give a fuck either, okay? Girl, you said that like it's something to be proud of. The side hoes got to stick together, okay? And my whole thing is, yes, everybody needs to take responsibility in this whole thing, but what exactly did you expect to accomplish? Jasmine sitting there like, she didn't read me in front of everybody and all this shit, told me I was despicable, told me I was fucked up and all that. Tiara is getting a kick out of this, to be quite honest. If you ask me and you look at her confessional shit, every time she's in a confessional, she can't help but try to stop herself from laughing. And I'm like, girl, I don't trust you at all. Okay, you or that lace. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Why are you out here playing around in somebody else's business and not at home taking care of your kids? Which one is more important? Trying to get a bitch to give an apology to another bitch that don't want it, or you being at home taking care of your kids? Because you got a tribe of them. And I know babysitting ain't cheap. And I don't care it ain't over there babysitting. So bitch, why are you here? Okay? I'm just like, girl, get the fuck up out of here. Okay? It's just irritating. I said, Tiara, you need your ass beat. You really do. Jasmine, you ain't no fucking big victim. Tiara sitting on here talking like she used to be a side chick too when she been in the same situation, so that's why she siding with her. Girl, ain't no sides in this shit. Both y'all asses is wrong. Kurt and fucking Jasmine's. Fuck that. I'm on the child side. Moving on from that. Rashida got everybody together. They finna get ready to go to the dude ranch. Now the dude ranch is, the cowboys, cowgirls, the horses and cows and shit like that on a fucking ranch slash fucking farm if you want to call it. But bitch, a ranch, okay? You're gonna be outside. You're gonna be with nature. You're gonna be smelling a lot of shit, horse manure, cow manure, pig manure, a lot of manure. Okay, so that's what goes on the fucking ranch. Animals. These bitches get on the goddamn bus. See, Rashida is kind of slight shady. I would have put everybody on the same goddamn bus that big ass bus that came and got them the second time, because the bus that Rashida and them was on, it had broke. The axle broke or whatever. And they came and got like this big tour bus. They had to wait like 4 hours for that bitch to come. And I was like, oh, okay. Everybody could have got on that bus and they could have all just went in the first place. Ain't no separating the buses, okay? VH1 has shut out a lot of cash for this shit, But she separated them, put Carly Red, Sean Garrett, Espinata, Erica, Jung Job, Melissa, and Spice all on one bus, and everybody else was on the other bus. Rashida and them and her bus, they having a good time, kikiing, and she talking about something. Yeah, we got horses and stuff. Everybody gonna ride some horses. And Tokyo said the truth, bitch. That's animal cruelty if I try to get my ass on the horse. Okay, we 1-1. I said that is damn right unless they get that big ass stallion. It's a big one that can support all that weight. But bitch, I'm pretty sure they ain't finna get all that. Okay, they ain't got time for that. They got a regular horse. Alright. I think that shit happened. When Rick Ross, y'all seen when Rick Ross tried to get on that horse was crying, okay? Like, come on, us big people need to know our limit, okay? Just because we lose a little bit of weight, we not there yet, okay? So, there's that. Carly Red is on the other bus. Oh, Sean, you boring. This bus about to be boring, boring, boring. He a boring ass. Okay, so he's so boring now, but when you was with him, he wasn't boring. You weren't saying all that shit. Like, come on. It was just stupid. Like I said, the other bus broke. They had to wait for the other bus to come, and they was just kicking, and everybody was having a good time playing in the parking lot. Then when they finally get there, it's late at night because they had to wait a while for the bus to come, and um they like, what the fuck is this? I said, did y'all not know that she said it was a ranch? So, of course, technically speaking, y'all in better accommodations than I thought y'all would have been in for it to be a fucking ranch. So, be thankful. Like I said, y'all niggas is bougie. Stop it. So it's the next morning. Kurt and Rashida waking up, and Rashida had to point out that with all this bullshit that's going on, it's still fuck Jasmine. She doing what she gotta do, and it's still kind of fuck Kurt, but not really. And just to make it seem like it's not really fuck Kurt, but it really is, but it really isn't for the TV. I'ma show y'all that we slept in the same room, but not in the same bed. I was like, okay, whatever, girl. They up there commiserating about the whole thing that happened. Here go Kurt. With everything that's going on, I know everything that popped out that was kind of fucked up, but we had a great grand opening, and the way that shit went down with Jasmine, I don't know what her deal is and why she keep popping up and shit like that, cause she acting like a motherfucking stalker. But anyway, bitch, it's like, you kept your composure, you did what you had to do, and I admire and respect you for that. I said, bitch, what the fuck type of conversation is going on right now? Okay, it was so fucking delusional. What? I'm like, come on. This is why we can't get too much to Kirk and Rashida, and they both full of shit, okay? Especially when it comes to this Jasmine situation. Rashida is not giving Kirk the same energy I feel that she's giving Jasmine. They both deserve the same exact energy. They both deserve to be telling them, bitch, you ain't shit. Both of y'all fucked the fuck up, and I ain't got time for neither one of y'all asses. But no, she gonna give all that to Jasmine, and she give probably an ounce of that to Kirk, okay? Because they still fucking. Fuck all that. But anyway, at the end, they get ready to go to the I guess out in the ranch and stuff like that. And so everybody getting together, everybody got their cowboy boots on and shit like that, their cowboy hats. That Jock, that motherfucker is funny. I don't give a shit. When him and Bosco was talking about how the way they supposed to walk all bow-legged and shit, Jock was walking so slow like he had arthritis in his knees and shit like that, and his ankles was about to give way. But it was cute. It was funny. I liked it. And so at this point in time, we seen Sierra, Tokyo, Carly Red pop up, Tokyo being Patty, calling the donkey Tobias and all that shit, and Sierra notices a change in Carly because of everything that happened or whatever, but she not really gonna say. And then they get on a little hate thing to drive them off, but Spice is there too. She was like, this the first time that she had to see and be in the presence of Tokyo ever since the stuff went down and all that shit. And I was like, okay, whatever. So they get to where they supposed to get to, and the lady, Patty Pistols, whatever the fuck, she was doing the most with them guns, and I was sitting there like this. Oh, they finna act the ass in front of these white folks, okay? These white folks came all the way out into the goddamn wilderness to get away from us, our asses, and all this ignorance, okay? And we done brought that shit to them. And they just wanted to show them how to cook outside, you know what I'm saying? The difference between a cow and the goddamn bull, bitch, okay? And she wanted to show off her little pistol skills. She was like... I was like, bitch, do that shit. Do that shit. And I was with Jock, bitch. We in the hood. We don't play with guns like that. We pull the motherfuckers out. We gonna do something. When she popped that pistol, poof, remember when Black China was supposed to come out with that song, pop that pussy like a pistol, yeah. Bitch. That's all I was thinking about. I don't know why. But when she popped that pistol, poof, Tokyo ducking and shit, I said, well, that's hood instincts to duck like that. But niggas out here in Chicago, we don't duck. We just keep walking. Gunshot comes every day like you breathe, okay? That is so fucked up, but that is what it is. But anyway, so everybody's sitting down there having a good time and they eating the food and shit. And, they was like, I think Spike or somebody said, congratulations, Rashida, on everything that happened with your grand opening and all that shit. And then Tokyo was sitting there like, well, I would say, because I don't know if Rashida brought it up and how she wished everybody would have been there, something like that. But Tokyo was like, well, I was going to come to the grand opening, but I got into a little thing before and I didn't want nothing else to happen or whatever the fuck. And so Spike started taking offense. Did Tokyo need to say that? No, she didn't, but it had to be said, I guess, for the fucking TV. And of course, Tokyo and Spike, they finna get into their whole shit. And I'm like, don't do this back and forth right here. Oh, but they gonna do the back and forth, back and forth. And it was like, Tokyo still trying to tell her, I'm trying to tell you that I was not being disrespectful to you, or I wasn't even trying to come down on that type of shit with your ass. You came at me. And then she told Spice came at her and was like, bitch, you just as fake as the bitch sitting next to you. Because, Spice said, first, Sierra came to her and was like, bitch, you was wrong as fuck. Tokyo was wrong as hell for hitting you with the purse. And then now she's saying that on the bus that Tokyo was wrong for not Tokyo, but Spice was wrong for fat shaming her and all that shit. So which one is it? Bitch, it's both. Tokyo was wrong for hitting your ass, even though you fucking deserved it, and you was wrong for saying what you said, okay? So it is what it is. It ain't no pick and choose, and both of y'all asses was in the fucking wrong, okay? Because y'all both grown adults, and y'all should have been able to use y'all fucking words, but, as y'all say, use your words, use your words. But they couldn't do that, okay? You pop this shit off, don't act innocent, don't act like you ain't done nothing, and then for the people talk about something, oh, she was being disrespectful. She was not being disrespectful to fucking Spice. Just because she said paprika, bitch, she was in the heat of the moment, and that ain't even fucking disrespectful. Somebody called you, at least she kept it in the fucking food group. Spice, she ain't called her no goddamn cheese or nothing. She called her paprika, okay? And then what made it so fucked up is what we get down to the bottom to it is, and this is what I told y'all last week, Carly Red was the one who took it to Spice and was saying stuff and saying it, making it seem like Tokyo was really out here being dead ass disrespectful and talking mad shit about Spice when she was not. Because the only thing that we ever heard her say was calling her paprika. That is nothing to get all up in your feelings for, and I'm pretty sure Spice has heard that before, okay? And you ain't finna fight everybody that try to do some shit like that. And to be quite honest, Spice then had her guard up against Tokyo and was talking shit about her too before she even knew her. So it was like y'all both doing the same thing, if you want to put it that way. And for Spice to say, oh, you're being hypocrites and you're being hypocrite, bitch, you being a hypocrite too. Next thing you know, Tokyo said something about, and then, I ain't say nothing. I ain't want to do nothing with the bitch. Oh, the bitch, she threw her plate at fucking Tokyo, and the security came out of nowhere. Them white people was looking like, did they just bring the ghetto to the ranch? I said, sir, yes, the fuck they did. Rashida tried to break that shit up before it got to that point. And I said, Spice, stop it. Tokyo, stop it. It's, and it's so fucked up because now, after the whole thing that went down last week, Spice had put out a thing on the Instagram. She knew she was wrong. She knew she was wrong. For those that were saying, oh, Spice wasn't in the wrong, Spice knew she was wrong. Spice put out a fucking apology, and she said she had already talked to Tokyo, and they cool. They cool. So I'm still mad at it, but hey, bitch, at least you knew that you was wrong and all that shit, because you knew people was finna come for that ass, all right? But I said, y'all can't take niggas nowhere. Damn. So Tokyo just snapped, okay? At this point, bitch, you threw a plate of food at me, or I didn't knock my food in my face, bitch. Either way, food was wasted, okay? And, listen, stop it, okay? It was just too much that was going on. Security holding Tokyo back, security holding Spice back. They didn't put her and trying to get her in the car. They literally all up on Tokyo. Now, see, they did the same thing to her when she was in that restaurant and her and Spice got into it. Like, yeah, she a big bitch, but goddamn, do y'all really need to have a whole tribe of people to come in and try to hold her back or whatever? She can't run that fast. Come on, I'm talking from a big girl, right? From my perspective, okay? We ain't finna go nowhere, bitch. We just gonna wait until Spice roll the fuck up on us, and then we'll handle that shit, okay? That's what would have happened. Like, I think they was doing too much, and then Tokyo, she just, that kind of looked like that's what made her really want to snap and shit. Like, get the fuck off of me, get the fuck off of me. I said, bitch, your wig coming out, stop it, okay? You gonna get yourself a fucking heart attack, all right? Stress, big niece, and all that shit, we don't need that. Stop it, okay? Calm down. Spice going over there, she calling Sierra fake and a hypocrite. They trying to break the shit up. They put Spice up in the car. Next thing you know, Empanada get her ass into it with Sierra talking about something. This is your fault. You always in between when stuff goes on, mess goes on, and all this shit. Mind you, Empanada accent left the building. I said, and this is the second time in the second episode that accent left the building. Okay, I know I wasn't the only one who heard that shit. I said, wait a goddamn minute, and it got clearer and clearer and clearer as the fucking fight went on. I said, Empanada, what the fuck is your problem? Sierra said, why is this bitch coming at me? What, you still mad at me because I'm still cool with Carly, and because Carly is the one that threw that cheese plate at your ass or whatever, them carrots and shit? Like, girl, get the fuck over that shit. You just wanted to get involved in something that wasn't even involving you. Like, it had nothing to do with you. And I was just so fucking confused. Like, bitch, you should have just literally stood there, ate your food, and just shut the fuck up. Then she going out Brosco trying to stand up because, you know, Sierra is his boo, or in his mind, you know what I'm saying? And so he trying to tell her, you need to chill, you know, she getting all on him. He calling her a hoe and all that shit. The accent at this point is literally out the building. I said, this is trash. They get in the car. Spice like, that's my friend, that's my friend. You know, get Esmeralda, that's my friend. I said, Esmeralda got to get the fuck up out of here, okay? Like, she was doing entirely too much. Then Spice jumps up out the car, and I don't know if she was going, because they was Spice and Empanada was up in the car talking about the whole Sierra thing and all this shit. And Spice get out the car, she running, and Tokyo was like, come on, bitch, come on, bitch. And I'm confused. Was she going after Tokyo? Was she going after Sierra? Okay, at this point in time, who fucking knows? Who fucking cares? The white people are just sitting there looking like, never the fuck again. Okay, they gonna make them start, when they sign up for shit, they gonna be like, what is your race? Is you black? Okay, we can't have your ass. Is you Latina? Okay, we can't have your ass either. You know, it's gonna turn into a white only shit. Cause y'all was just acting a fucking ass. They was standing there literally looking. I was embarrassed. I really was. Cause it was trash. It was ghetto. Like, goddamn, usually I be here for this shit, but y'all did it too much this time. Alright, they weren't even there for a good ass 30 minutes. Okay, they couldn't even get a whole first plate in. Okay, and y'all just acted a pure fool in front of these good people. Well, they look like they probably voted for Trump, but then again, they probably didn't. You just can't never know. So I'm just saying, they was just like, I just like, you know, this was stupid, especially the Espanada part. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. And then Carly gets into it because Sierra was like, you know, Carly fucked up because I'm seeing that she the one that you can't trust because she the one going back telling people what people said and exaggerating that shit. And then, you know, Brosco is into it and Carly is upset at Brosco talking and, oh, why you up in bitch shit and shit like that, and why you doing this, why you doing this. And then Carly want to throw out there, I got shit going on with my dad. I said, okay. Okay. And I'm sorry. I know people go through shit, and I hate when they use that excuse that they got stuff going on in their household with a family member or with their jobs or in their life personal that's making them act out and shit like that. You a grown ass fucking woman, and I don't want to hear that as a goddamn excuse. I'm tired of hearing shit like there's an excuse from anybody. Oh, I'm acting the ass because my dad is this. No, bitch, you acting the ass because you messy as fuck and you shady as hell, and that's what your character is on this show. That's what it is. And no, I don't feel no sympathy for you. I'm sorry. Somebody gonna be like, nah, Ashley. And I'm gonna be like, what? I said what I said. Okay? Me and Mimi and Erica were the fucking same. Mimi stood there the whole time with her fucking plate. It has been 3 altercations in this whole series that popped off. One, when Mimi and them was sitting down there with Sierra and all the little side chicks popped up. She sat there when they got into it at the table like this. Bitch, just don't get nothing on me. Did not flinch. When the whole thing went down with Tokyo and Sierra Spice, she just sat there too, like, don't flinch. Okay, don't get it on me, just don't flinch. She stood there at this time and she finished eating her food, and Erica was just standing there drinking her drink. I said, bitch, that would have been me. As long as nobody's calling my name and ain't nobody putting nothing on me, bitch, why the fuck am I finna get involved in this foolishness? I'ma watch y'all look stupid. I said, bitch, Mimi had the best deal out the whole thing. She ain't got no straight line, so what was the point? Sierra and Mimi and Erica, they trying to figure out where Rashida, what the hell is going on and why Empanada got her ass into it. Sierra was like, I've been feeling some type of way. I felt it coming off of her. So, that was it. But the whole thing is Carly was being messy. She called up Carly and asked her to talk to Spice about the stuff. And she said she would, or she probably didn't. So that's when Sierra went on ahead and talked to Spice about it. And then, she tried to go talk to Tokyo about it, and she wanted to have them come together and to see if they can just, figure shit out. That's what she wanted. And she realized that Carly was the one that was telling Spice shit and it wasn't really true. And that's exactly what Sierra said. And I said, bitch, you just not figuring this shit out. You gave her all these passes and we've been telling your ass that this bitch is messy as fuck. But okay, Carly, yeah, her and Jock walking down the road. Jock go after her because he, trying to see how she doing and all this shit. I have no sympathy for Carly. I'm sorry. You just messy as hell. And I have no sympathy. Like, you grown as fuck. And I'm tired of you just using excuses that, my dad is sick and things between us ain't getting better. He don't want to move up here. He's starting to stay down there in Florida. Okay, and so why are you taking it out on other people? I just don't have time for that. And I couldn't buy that scene because Jock was there being goofy as hell, and it was just whatever with that whole thing. Melissa goes and she's talking to Tokyo, invited her to her room. They gave Melissa the room with the cheap ass bunk beds compared to the wood bunk beds that Rashida and them had. Bitch, I said y'all really downgraded this house. Okay, she really is a guest of a guest of a guest of the show. But anyway, she wants to talk to Tokyo, and I just can't stand the fact that excuse me, I respect the fact that somebody sat down and talked to her and tried to get the real out and try to understand where she was coming from. And we get her backstory about how she did used to have a violent past and she's trying to move away from that. And then, it seemed like everything was vibing and all this stuff. And then here come Tokyo, Melissa, like, because Tokyo said Carly out here twisting words and saying shit that's not right and all that stuff and spreading stuff and that's not right and that's fucked up. And the whole situation with Spice is that she didn't say fuck Spice. She was saying it like, fuck the situation because she don't know the girl or Tobias and don't give a fuck about it right now. And I was like, I get that. And it was clear as day what she was saying and what she meant. She wasn't saying that shit on no personal level like she knew Spice and like she was gonna beat Spice ass or whatever the fuck. Carly took that shit, ran with it, twisted it and all that shit. But see, this is what had me fucked up when Melissa was like, in that confessional, you not, I understand what's going on, but Tokyo is not, taking responsibility. She hit that lady with a purse. Oh, the fuck well, bitch. Y'all acting like she just randomly came up there and hit that bitch with a purse out of no fucking well for no fucking reason. No, that bitch came at her and she kept jabbing, poking the bear, and that bitch woke the fuck up. That motherfucker was in hibernation. She was not coming in there to fucking fight and all that shit. And bitch, you just kept on doing stuff. And like Tokyo said, I get people that come at me all the time. I heard the fact jokes before. It don't even do nothing. But when you keep on going and going and going and going and you disrespecting me and I keep telling you I am not here to fight you. I don't even know you. I don't want none of that. I have no issue with you. But you keep doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this. Bitch, what you expect somebody to fucking just sit there and take that shit? Yeah, the mature thing would be to walk away, but the natural instincts is to pop a bitch, okay? And that's why I don't give a fuck. Yes, she could have kept her shit to herself, but I don't give a fuck. Spice had that shit coming. And then, Rashida and Melissa said, do y'all want to sit down and talk about this? She said, I mean, if y'all can set it up, do it. So Rashida had them come together and she was like, I want y'all to talk this out before I bring everybody to the bonfire because I brought everybody here so we can get over our issues and have a good time. And I just want y'all to figure this shit out. And so they sitting there and, they get to talking and that's what she was trying to tell us. She was like, first of all, Spice talking about some, I don't know what she capable of since she hit me with a purse. Spice, quit sitting there acting like your ass is innocent in the whole thing. And I'm so glad Tokyo got on that ass and told her, bitch, you were saying a whole bunch of shit. That girl did not hit you out of the blue just with the purse over no nigga, okay? You kept coming at her, okay? And you deserved that shit, bitch. And she did say, this bitch, whatever. She was like, did you just say a bitch? And I said, Lord, here we go. Calm the fuck down. Spice, you act like that's the first time somebody ever called you a fucking bitch. So basically, Spice was like, did you just call me a bitch? And she was like, what? I don't know. Anyway, she was like, I don't know what I just said. Tokyo, you know you called the girl, you said bitch. And I get what she meant. She wasn't calling her a bitch like you a bitch, bitch. You know, it's just like when I be talking and I just say bitch after the end of a sentence or whatever. And so she was like, talk slow because I don't be understanding what you be saying. She said, bitch, you talk slow because I don't know what you be saying. Earlier when Tokyo was sitting there with Melissa, she said, because that girl be talking African and all that stuff. I said, girl, now you know goddamn well. See, that kind of rub me raw, Tokyo. You knew damn well that she's Jamaican. Okay, so stop it. Just say you just can't understand her accent at times. Both of y'all got different accents and all that shit. And you know, you throwing shade or whatever. But okay, it is what it is. Um, she was like, well, let me be the bigger person and just end this shit. I don't want to ruin the rest of the trip, so we just gonna call it whatever and we all gonna be good. And then Tokyo was like, cool, but let me just tell you this. If I call you a bitch, that's what I just call everybody. I say that to everybody. You know, if I say bitch, just call me a bitch back and we good. And I was like, all right. That's how I feel too. Like, come on. But anyway, fuck all that. It was petty as shit. And Spice still don't think that she did anything wrong at this point. But they get to the bonfire and everybody's there. And so Rashida was saying how everybody, you know, they got Spice and Tokyo together to figure out their issues. They did that shit for right now. And it was like, now let's get on to this Esmeralda and what's that girl name? Sierra shit. Sierra was about to start talking. Well, actually, she was talking, and then Esperanza get her ass into it, and it was like, "See, can I finish talking?" She was like, "No, I will finish talking." And I was like, "That's rude as shit, Esperanza. Where do you get the balls from all of a sudden? Like, girl, what are you trying to prove? I'm confused." And you know, they trying to figure out what happened, and then Esperanza was like, "What happened was Sierra came over there and was like, why they call me a hypocrite? Why am I a hypocrite?" And Esperanza was like, "Because you fake and you this and you that." And then she was like, how am I faking? I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? It don't make sense. And then Esperanza went from being trying to figure out what's going on and explain what happened to saying, you know, we can get this in anytime, any day or whatever. What's good? What's good? And Sierra said, bitch, the only reason why you got that shot off of me was because security was right there. That's it. It was a cheap shot. I said, what the hell is going on? And then the shit went off. I don't have time for this. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.